Escape Tsunami for Brainrots has a bunch of problems. Yeah, as you read by the title and thumbnail, in this video, we're going to be going over a bunch of things that are very problematic to Escape Tsunami for Brainrots, and I think these are going to potentially be the end of the game. I'm not gonna lie, this game is fairly new. However, there is some things in it that are actually much not favored, or they are way too overpowered, and I'm gonna show you all of it in this video. As you all know, if we go to the most money leaderboard inside of the game, as you can see, the #1 player has over 18 quadrillion money bags. Just to put that to reference, currently I have trillion, meaning this person is a whole nother currency above me, bro. And I have some of the best Brainrots in the game. Like, if I go to my base, as you can see, I got a bunch of infinities. It's literally all divines or infinities. And also, if we actually go to the top floor over here, you will notice I got some pretty interesting things. Like, I got this colossal Rubicito Cubini. I also got a big Frizetti, and also down here I do have another Brainrot, which I'm gonna go ahead and pick this guy out because he's so fat I can't even see him. Okay, yeah, this guy, as you can see, he's a colossal Cupitron, a Consolutron. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but this guy at level 229, he makes 3.6 million a second. Obviously, as you can tell, these are a little bit broken. These are some of the best Brainrots in the entire game, and it is crazy overpowered. But this does not actually come even close to what the people on the leaderboard over here have. And don't worry, I'm going to show you how I managed to get all of these too. So first of all, with the brand new update, they introduced this new feature called the jumping ability. This actually allows you to buy jumps in order to jump higher. This is actually kind of helpful when you are jumping over shorter tsunamis. Now, I don't think I really have any in this server yet. These guys are not short, but like this one right there, as you can see, I can jump over that. It's pretty easy to do. Well, in order for the developers to actually add this, they had to remove an invisible barrier that prevented you from being able to walk on the walls over here. And well, if you can't tell, now that that invisible barrier is gone, you can do some pretty cool and overpowered things. So if I go to my base over here, and I'm actually just going to use the carpet to get up here, and let's go ahead and turn on a coil. You don't actually need this, but if your speed's not enough, it will help you. But as you can see, you can go to the top layer of your base, and then you could literally just run straight down the line all the way to the last area. I should mention you might not want to be a little too fast for this, because if you are too fast, then you might just end up walking either into the tsunamis or out of the map. So you do got to do this pretty carefully. Yeah, as you can see, I am very fast. And you're going to quickly see why this is a problem. But oh my god, bro, I keep messing it up. Oh no. All right, come on. Third time is the charm. Let's go ahead and... Bro, I didn't even hit nothing. Okay, come on. Third time's the charm. Nope, I'm so close, bro. Come on, please. All right, here we go. Let's run for it. Dude, that was so close. Okay, you do have to be careful. Like I said, this is pretty hard. So one thing you can do in order to do this better is just lower your speed a bit. I'm gonna go to like 260. That should be enough. All right, bro, here we go. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, I low-key kind of made it, but in a weird way. So now I'm in this section behind the map, which this is useless for me because my jump is not high enough to be able to clear that. But I actually highly recommend you stand back here in your area because it gives you more time to perfect it. Bro, I had it. I'm just running too fast, bro. All right, round 1 million. Oh my god. Okay, I went to like 100 speed. I actually think it's a whole lot easier, but as you can see, we have made it, and this allows you to walk down the entire map without dying whatsoever. You do got to be a little bit careful because my character goes pretty fast, but as you can see with this update, they added this Brainrot frenzy thing where it literally spawns in random Brainrots of different rarities that you can get, and some of them are extremely OP. If you don't see what the problem with this is yet, well, if you are a newer player and you are literally trying your hardest to get a Brainrot, someone who literally can just jump over to the side has the ability to run all the way down and collect whatever Brainrot it is before you even see the notification. Like, look at that. What is this thing that just spawned? Oh my god. I think it was like a celestial. But yeah, I could have gone ahead and picked that up from other players if I was, in a public server. But that's actually only a fraction of the problems. The next thing I wanted to talk about that a lot of players have been focused on is this spawn machine. As you know, I personally love this thing. But I am starting to notice that a lot of players have actually become upset of it because of what it can do and what it also can't do. The spawn machine allows you to take any brain rot and put it inside and basically either upgrade it in terms of levels, and that's super easy to do, or you can upgrade it in terms of the brain rot it is. And now with some of the most recent updates, you can also upgrade it in the terms of size that it is. So the more you actually upgrade using the spawn machine with max luck, the bigger the size of your brain rot becomes. And as you can see, another problem is these free Zeddies, this Ruby Cheeto, and stuff with the mystery merchant. But we're going to get into that in a second. But this spawn machine has progressively become worse and worse with every single update that the developers have added. And they've constantly gone ahead and changed up the chances of your brain rots duplicating or getting, better mutations and all that kinds of stuff. I'm actually going to be able to show you this because the arcade event is happening in 6 minutes. And with every single event in the game, like the arcade event, the candy event, the Valentine's thing we just got, as well as the ATM event, you are able to use this every single time. Just an FYI, before we start, the chances used to be around a 1 in 4 chance of you duping a brain rot that you craft. Now, I'm going to go ahead and spend most of the time of the arcade event crafting to see how many times we can actually get it to work. But the next problem is the mystery merchant. This was added as a form of way for players to be able to obtain a bunch of stuff for free originally. The developers actually ended up adding this trade tokens update before the merchant got to be made to actually work right. And now, every time the merchant actually comes into the game and with its automatic messages, as you can see, every peace offering that it has literally requires a bunch of trade tokens. Like right here, we got $14.99. That's equivalent to Robux, by the way. As you can see, $14.99 is the amount of tokens there, but to get 500 trade tokens right here, you have to spend 500 Robux. So 1 trade token equals 1 Robux. You are able to get it for free during the arcade event. However, even with that, to be able to afford prizes like, let's see, this Infinity Lucky Block, to get 8,888 is literally impossible. As you can see, it's literally prompting me to buy 4,500 trade tokens for literally 4,500 Robux, which, by the way, if you didn't know, this is not even a shop item. So the developers have solely added this so that way, if you don't have enough, you go up to the shop, you press the button, and it basically prompts you to buy that much. Okay, there we go. The arcade event has actually begun. So now I can go ahead and show you that this thing is far less likely to actually happen. So I'm going to pick up my best. Infinities do not work for this. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and pick up this colossal new brain rot that we got. I just got this thing. Actually, you know what? I noticed I don't really have any level 150 or 250 brain rots, which is the new peak level. So hold on. Let's actually go ahead, place this thing back. Or you know what? Never mind, bro. We're just going to do it with this. It's fine if it doesn't get to max level for now. We can literally worry about that later. But for now, let's just run to this arcade machine. And I do have max luck. So, oh my gosh. Wait, let me not die. Let's go and craft it. And as you can see, it did not duplicate the first time. I have made multiple videos on this, and the best way is to simply just stand on the sideline until that timer is ready. But I do also prefer getting out the shield because this allows me to, block off any tsunamis that are about to kill me while I'm doing this. But right now, we are 0 for 1. So, we need this to work within 4. That's the probable rate. But doing it again, as you can see, it did not work. It is still colossal. And when I actually put it in, the multiplier on it does go up. This is a pretty nice thing that they added. I'm not going to lie. I love that. That's my favorite part. To be honest, I love this whole machine, but it has gotten nerfed so much, bro, to the point where, I feel like it's getting nerfed every update or every few days. All right, let's go and try it again. Third time. And oh, we actually got the money mutation. So this is the good thing that occurs. Thank God we got this. But as you can see, once again, it did not dupe. Now, if I do put it back in, the colossal multiplier on it did go up. As you can see, it is now 2.08 times. And this just randomly goes up and down. But most of the time, it just goes up. All right, here we go. Let's try it again. Please dupe, bro. Like, no, it still doesn't dupe. This is the problem that a lot of players are experiencing, and some people think this just genuinely does not work, but I promise you guys, it does work. For some reason, it's just been nerfed tremendously from what it used to be. Well, let's go try it again before the tsunami comes at us. Boom, still did not dupe. So we've done it 5 times now. Not a single time has it been duped. And duping it literally just gives us 2 brain rots. So instead of having one of these, goes to 2. And yes, it's pretty overpowered. So I understand why the developers want to nerf it. But what a lot of people do to just overcome this is use alt accounts, which isn't the most fair thing for mobile players because most people can't really do alt accounts. And I personally could, but I don't do them. So there we go. I did it 6 times now. Not a single time has it worked. All right, bro. It's like one of the last times I'm going to be able to do it. Please. Still no, bro. Like, it's so much more rare now. Now, what I typically like to do, which I think is a broken strategy that I highly recommend you guys do, is once you actually craft a bunch of brain rots and, you know, you're tired of leveling them up. And I actually prefer you guys do this first, especially if it's for, like, something that's, you know, divine. But you basically just get a bunch of poopy brain rots that are level 250. And if you pair it in with this thing, it is a very likely chance that it actually goes very close to the level 250. So what I'm gonna do is put in this literally because it's level 250, and then I should have something else in my inventory. Oh my god, what is it called? Oh, yeah, okay, I got this PP corny dude. So let's go ahead and put him in. And then this Grappolino. As you can see, he's level 222. But if I go ahead and craft it with this guy comes out as a way higher level 242. Now, this is arguably much more overpowered than what I had because the level is so much higher. And the fact that you can go ahead do this before, you know, you start duping it, it allows you to dupe it at level like 242. So it's very good. I highly recommend if you have yet to start duping using the machine, you know, although it's very unlikely that it actually dupes over time. My recommendation is that you actually level up the brain rots first. The worst part about this is that until you get a brain rot that is making you so much, for example, like this Anna Boo Boo, it's very difficult that you actually upgrade the brain rot to max yourself just by collecting the cash. This is how it used to be earlier on in the game. However, the developers with the most recent update have kind of gone ahead and made it even harder to do by adding in 50 more levels while not increasing the money amount earned per level by a lot. So for example, if I have this level 207, you know, mini Friezetti, obviously I have brain rots making way more than this guy costs, as well as the money per second he's making. So you would think I should be able to max him out. But if I go ahead and press this button, you will find out, yeah, this guy's prices start getting hefty really quickly. But bro, look at him. He only went up 1 million per second, while like earlier levels from, I don't know, 150 to 200, they go up way faster. I'm assuming that is the developers' attempt at, you know, balancing the game better, so that way once they add more updates, it's a lot easier for players to, you know, level up their brain rots. But right now it is very messed up. Oh, and bro, don't get me started with this like pay to win scam wheel, bro. I don't know why this keeps getting added in like this every week, because there is literally nobody in the world that wants to get a 0.6% chance wave shield. They have made the chances significantly better. In previous updates, you know, we had some ridiculous chances. Like, this guy would be a chance for the spin the wheel, which was crazy. But now that we have the mystery merchant, this is where most of the pay to win is. And I genuinely don't think it's the best feature in the game. The one part that I really do like about it is the fact that you can buy VIP and VIP Plus for a little bit cheaper in tokens. I wish I was actually able to buy this and like gift it to other players. I think if the developers add that as a feature, that would be really cool because it allows people who do have tokens to get a bunch of VIP game passes and give it out to, you know, free to play players for like Brainrots or even just for free. And I am always giving away a bunch of game passes. So if you guys want one, go ahead, comment down below your username and make sure you're subscribed. You have to be subscribed and your Roblox joins have to be on so I can join you and give it to you. But I'm really interested to know your thoughts of what you think about this stuff, especially, you know, things related to the spawn machine and, you know, the max luck craft. I think the reason the developers went ahead and, you know, made the infinities not work for this is simply because of how overpowered it is. Like, if I go ahead and put an infinity here, as you can see, it says infinity Brainrots cannot be used in spawn machines, which, to be honest, it's probably for the betterment of the game. And although I'm a little bit sad, I definitely think it's probably gonna be better for the future. If you enjoyed this video, though, hurry up and watch this one on the screen right here. I went ahead and picked it for you myself because I really think you're gonna enjoy it, but pick it fast because this video is about to end, and hurry up, you're gonna like it a lot more. Until then, bye.